Hey, good morning, beautiful loved ones. Well, as you know, here in the Bliss verse, what is the number one part of the tagline for Bliss Revealed? Healthy body, right? And so I am making this short video, not only to say good morning, not only to say hello, not only to say I love you, but to give you an idea of what I do on a morning like this. So I overslept, which sometimes happens. And yeah, because sleep is God. And that means that usually I would be doing some exercise this morning. I would be doing some exercise this morning out on the beach, in my driveway, all that kind of stuff. But what do I do as the Chief Happiness Mentor of Bliss Revealed when I oversleep and I still need to get in my almost daily exercise? I'm 49 years old, so I don't exercise anymore every day. Though on the days that I don't exercise, I do take a walk, or something like that. So this that you see me doing right now, meaning this thing, this machine, this is an old version. The company now makes one that looks different. This is called Kaatsu. Can we see that? That's their logo. I think it says, yeah, it says Kaatsu. Kaatsu. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at those muscles. Okay, so this little gizmo, and then these, right? This gizmo goes like this. This is an air tube. It fills here like this. Can you see right now that my veins are bulging? Is there like bulging veins? I have bulging veins. Yes. Okay. So get this. This is blood flow restriction training. I'm using the Kaatsu machine. Kaatsu was developed by a doctor named Dr. Yoshiaki Sato of Japan. Right, he is a amateur athlete in the sense of how much he has always been in his body. And back in 1966, he hurt his ankle, and he thought there's got to be a better way for me to heal than, like ice. And I mean, he's a medical doctor in the sense of allopathy, so what is it, like ice and steroids or something? So he said, I bet you I can figure out a better way for me to be able to increase the ability for my body to heal and decrease the amount of time that it takes to do that. So it was originally Kaatsu and blood flow restriction training was originally the motivation was for injury recovery, right? Speeding it up, and rehabilitation, right? So let's say I injure my, one leg. So Unmini can't use one leg. As you can imagine, I can still Kaatsu, because if I take this leg out, okay, I don't have this leg, right? We're going like this. So what I do on these mornings, right? Because then you can do your legs. But this isn't 100% so that I can fully explain Kaatsu. We'll do that another moment. But I just want to take one more minute to let you know that if you are able to look into blood flow restriction training, Kaatsu in particular, which is KAATSU.com. Whew, my arms are getting tired. Go there and look into this, because you want to talk about an investment in your health. So I don't have time to exercise this morning. So what I am is I'm actually in the office, and what you can do when you do Kaatsu is you just have to be moving. So for instance, I've been answering emails and, looking up, making sure that things online are all going okay. So that when I'm done with my Kaatsu, I can pick up ready to go. Sometimes I watch videos that I need to watch, right, to keep up on the current event news stream that I want to be doing. So sometimes I'll just turn on that video, which otherwise I'd have to watch at a different point in my workday. I just turn that on and I just stand here at my computer. And again, I just keep moving. So do you have to have weights on your hands? Absolutely not. Can you sit down when you're doing your arms? You absolutely can. You can even sit down doing your legs just as long, again, as your body is moving, right? So it's just, I wanted to share with you that we can be creative. We can find ways to bring exercise into our lives if it's a priority to us. And one of the, woo, it's a workout. It's a workout. That one of the things that I love doing, right, is having this Kaatsu machine, being able to do 2 rounds on cycle, on medium, with my arms. Yeah, get this. So, sometimes people are like, wow, you've got a lot of muscles for a 49-year-old woman. You must go to the gym all the time. And no, I don't. I actually just Kaatsu usually about 5, occasionally 6 days a week. 2 rounds on cycle for arms, 2 rounds on cycle for legs. Now, yes, most of the time I have some rip-roaring awesome dance music playing in my earphones and I'm on the beach or something like that. But on a day where, I have overslept or otherwise I'm running behind and I don't have time to do that, I can still get in a fantastic workout, which builds muscles, right? That another, it's another way that I would have to do that would be going to the gym and lifting heavy objects. But Kaatsu, right? You saw like the bulging veins and all that. Blood flow restriction training uses a completely different metabolic system or process to build muscle. And you did notice that I didn't even have to like stress out. And again, it works equally as well, even if you don't use weights. You certainly don't have to do pro medium. I'm pretty athletic, so that there's levels of all the little buttons that you learn how to use. So anyway, just consider being creative about how you look at, because so many Americans are like, I don't exercise. I don't have time. And we just proved that there are ways to exercise, no matter if your brain keeps telling you you don't have time or not. Because obviously I would argue that you better make time, because if you're not exercising most days, and especially if you're sitting at a desk for hours and hours and hours on your work days, right? Making exercise a priority is important, but that doesn't mean that we're not in reality. And sometimes it can be impossible to live to the ideal of how we should be able to spend our time, right? Sometimes forces from the outside, sometimes forces within make us say, look, I've got to exercise today, but I don't have time. And you know what? Here's option number 1 I'm presenting. Look into Kaatsu, Kaatsu.com, and consider making the pretty intense investment into being able to exercise while you too sit at your desk and answer your emails and read the newspaper. All right, loved ones, I love you this morning. I love you this afternoon. I love you this evening. I love you every day. I hope that this piece of healthy body information is helpful as I share some of my morning with you. All right, bye, love you.